No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Ja, wir
That
gehen
means
jetzt links
choosing
durch.
responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ja, doch. Bestimmt noch genug andere... Warte mal, der Flur sieht genauso aus wie da drüben. Gibt bestimmt noch genug andere Sachen, die wir verdaddeln können. Tipps for not getting fired. Talk less.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Meeting room. Im Etage 4. Rest in peace, Franz. Do not alter without consulting Whiteboard Manager. Ihr habt einen Whiteboard Manager. Cool. Tomorrow. Nicht fertige Aufgaben von gestern erledigen. Agenda für den nächsten Tag schreiben. Employee. Future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Wo kommt das? Achso, da oben ist der. Was? Stop. Was? The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict unless you're the... Das geht viel zu schnell weg! Da war irgendwas mit Stopp. Das muss jetzt nochmal kommen. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no exception of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Ich möchte das mit dem Stopp nochmal sehen. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Aha. Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Und schöne Grafiken. Please, no more charts. Please, I'm begging. Ah, okay, gut. Jetzt haben wir es gesehen. Jetzt können wir weiter. Broom closet. Ich will da rein. Besenkammer.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Aber auch nur, weil du mir keine Treppe nach unten gibst, du Schmonko. Wow. Ja, also hier möchte ich auch arbeiten, ne? Okay, der ist nicht an. Aha. Also, ist ja... Hier arbeitet Dekadenz, glaube ich. Was? Nein! Warum? Warum sollte man sich so ein Bild an die Wand hängen?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
I am the most expensive boss. Ja, bestimmt. Diese Leiste da unten sieht komisch
Stanley
aus.
spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Ja, ja, gleich. Hier hängen so viele Bilder an der Wand. Ich muss mich erstmal umgucken und vielleicht gibt es ja noch mehr Text. Was steht denn da eigentlich?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Mann, ich will mich umgucken. Das ist ein schönes Büro. Vielleicht ziehe ich hier ein. Ich
Okay,
mein...
fine. You're not gonna do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Ups.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door.
Ernsthaft?
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Aha. Okay, gut, ja.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wir machen jetzt einfach mal artig das, was die freundliche Stimme von uns verlangt. Davor haben wir uns ja versucht, so gut wie möglich zu sträuben. Jetzt machen wir einfach mal, was er sagt. Hatte ich eigentlich sowieso
When
vor?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ja. Haben wir noch
Yet
nie
there was
gesehen.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Monetize free to play. Okay. Zu El Chefe. Ach, guck mal.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ich kann nicht anders. Hier geht's runter. Und er hat was von einer Underground Facility erzählt und alle retten und so und überhaupt.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Was?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Eigentlich wollte ich fragen, wie das Auto hier hinkommt. Ah. Ich meine...
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this. so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, vielleicht hätte ich... Wow, vielleicht hätte ich etwas weitergehen sollen, wollte ich gerade sagen. Aber wo kommen jetzt die ganzen Blätter her? Das war vorher nicht. Hä?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Warum liegen hier auf einmal so viele Blätter rum? Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass das Spiel so lang ist,
When
ehrlich
Stanley
gesagt.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Was ist, wenn ich jetzt rechts lang gehe? Dann jault
This
er
was
wieder rum.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Ja, ja.
A room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ja, komm.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nein. Ich kann nicht.
But Stanley
Oh.
didn't want to go back
Okay,
to
ich
the
dachte schon, wir
office.
fangen wieder von
He
vorne an.
wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right. My mistake.
Ah, Arschloch.
No,
No.
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ganz sicher. Du schlägst mir auch nicht wieder die Tür vor der Nase zu. Okay. Wow, was ist es feiert?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Nein.
Okay. We just have to get back to,
Feiert.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh, jetzt sind aber die ganzen Blätter weg. Das ist
All of
aber...
his co-workers were gone.
Schade.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ja, wir machen jetzt mal wirklich, einfach mal das, was er sagt. Glaube ich. Bin mir ziemlich sicher. Wir schaffen das. Links.
When Stanley... Wait.
Was?
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Ja, toll. Hier kann ich schon mal nicht lang. Let's find the story. Dann suchen wir mal die Story.